Hello. In the past 7 years, I have moved 7 times. And in those 7 moves, I have managed to accumulate a small collection of clothes. I don't know how this keeps happening because every time we moved, I reduced the amount of clothes I have. But somehow more just keeps appearing. I don't know where they keep appearing from, but clearly I have a problem, and today I am finally going to attempt to remedy the problem and reduce the amount of clothes I have, because I am running out of space. I live with my husband and his family, which comes with its own set of difficulties, but I say one of them is the fact that we don't have that much storage space. There's a chest of drawers there, and a smallish wardrobe there, and we don't have a lot of spare space to put all our stuff. So my plan for today is to try and cut down on what I do own. And I haven't decided if I'm going to donate or sell things yet. It depends on kind of what I have. Honestly, I don't even know what half this stuff is. If it was under the bed, I haven't seen it for months. Okay, that gets shut and forgotten about. And I will admit, not all of this is mine. Some of it does belong to my husband, but I'm not going to remove his clothes. That's his own problem to deal with. But for now, let's just kind of sit and talk about life, general life updates, whilst going through my clothes. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see things that are up close, because I have that kind of vision. However, I can't see the screen. So I apologise if anything is out of focus. I can't tell. But I'm starting with going through these bags. So they are from IKEA. I'll kind of put the listing up on there because I have found them very helpful, and I think they're only like €2. They're great for people like us who just have way too much stuff. But let's kind of work this down while I just kind of share life, I guess. But I do love this jacket, but I just don't wear it, so that's going. But yeah, I've definitely kind of turned to buying clothes as not kind of like an emotional bandage, but I don't know if you guys, I swear it's from Frozen, which is really embarrassing to admit, but I think in Frozen, Olaf says something along the lines of like, controlling what we can when things feel out of control. I might have made that up. It was something along those lines, and that is how I feel right now. It's, I'm 24, I'm 25 this year, and I don't think I imagined that this would be my life at this age. I don't think anyone kind of imagines their life at this age. I love this, by the way, keeping this. But yeah, I find like buying clothes is definitely something I've been doing a lot more recently, we'll say that. I don't know, there's a lot of things that I used to do, like cooking and cleaning and taking care of the house. Like, if you've watched a lot of my older videos, you'll know that, like, I was a housewife, mostly. Like, that was what I was doing, that's what I was spending my time doing. And then, obviously, now I'm working, which, money isn't a bad thing to have, obviously. That would be silly to say. But it's definitely a kind of change in lifestyle pace. So I'm not cooking and cleaning. I'm, doing like normal work. It's been a big change. So I have been making the most of the fact that I can spend money, or like more money than I used to be able to, and have done many online hauls and in-person shopping and just everything. So it has kind of reached a point where I can recognize that this is kind of an issue. And I will say, though, one good thing is that I did kind of recognize this was an issue before it got too bad. Like, yes, I have a fair amount of clothes, but, like, I could have had so many more, you know? Like, it's not too bad. And a lot of the clothes I ended up with are quite cute. Like this, definitely keeping that. Obviously not most appropriate for like Irish weather most of the time, but when it is sunny occasionally, might as well end up with a cute top every now and then. I also wanted to remind you guys of that. Look how absolutely stunning this is. I'm still obsessed. I got this one as well. I love this one. I haven't worn any kind of traditional Chinese clothing for ages. It just... Mostly because Ireland just doesn't have that kind of community. If there's any Chinese, like... if there's any girls in Ireland who want to go out and wear hamfu with me, please. I even have a spare one. I'm not even kidding. I will wear it. But it's, yeah, it's not the same kind of community I had in Australia as well for stuff like that. So, big changes in everything. But I say big changes. I've been here for a while. I moved in... God, how long ago must it have been? A year and a half, pretty much. So it's been a while. So I do have only myself to blame for not finding a historical fashion community. Maybe I'll find one in time. This is cute. I don't think I've literally ever worn this out. I bought this and just never worn it out. I just have so much stuff. And final thing from this bag is this dress. I don't wear it. I haven't worn it. The button at the back, it broke. So I had to like re-stitch it on. Not a hard drop, but like it's just from H&M. Like it's not like a fancy dress. However, this is what I wore when I signed my marriage license. This is the closest thing I have to a wedding dress, technically. But I don't wear it. And realistically, like, it wasn't like a wedding ceremony. We literally just went, signed the documents, and we're done with it. But I don't think I could ever get rid of that dress. Like, it just... Why would I do that? I wouldn't get any money from selling it. And there's no, like... I could donate it. I don't want to. There's a bit of emotional attachment, weirdly. It's not that weird to be attached to the dress you signed a marriage license in. But, yeah, that's the only thing, like, I actually have an emotional attachment out of all these clothes. So this is the pile of stuff that... I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to put the effort into selling it yet. Because, I don't know, like, it's an extra work to do, extra job. I don't know. But some of it is nice stuff and, like, has only been worn a handful of times. Like, I think this little skirt that I think I've worn maybe once. There's no point hanging on to it. But we'll see if it gets posted on, like, Vinted or something, or if I just donate it. I don't think this is mine. This is all my husband's stuff, actually. Let me look. So that second bag had, like, none of my stuff in, which is nice because that means the problem is less my own and more of a joint problem. Because, obviously, if you go from, like, living in a one-bedroom apartment with, like, you know, a kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, like, all your own space, and then you kind of shrink it down to basically a single bedroom, you're obviously going to have a lot more stuff than is expected or needed in that space. Okay, I hope that was on the camera. There's stuff on the floor and the cats don't know how to be normal. But yeah, we definitely have a lot more stuff than is needed or required, but hopefully we can figure a way to kind of deal with it. We just kind of lack in storage space at the moment and don't really like, oh, I could buy more shelves or like more drawers and stuff, but where am I going to put the more drawers? I know how to make more storage. I just don't have the space to put more storage. You know what I mean? But also I have this Harley Davidson t-shirt. It is a bit much, but I love it and I will never get rid of that one. It's my absolute fave. Also, I have 3 cats. So I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but there is so much cat fur on this shirt. I don't think it'll be ethical to sell that. It is covered in fur. I try to avoid black clothes. I say as I pull out a second black t-shirt. But this one, oh god, the words are almost faded now. 2019 Europe tour, yuck, oh. Obviously you cannot see. Can you, god, you won't be able to read it. I went. They did 2 stops in the UK. There we go. That first stop, it might even be easier to read on there, but it was in February 2019. They went to Manchester, which is where I went to, right there, Manchester, UK. And I've never been to like a big concert person, but this one was really great. And the t-shirt's pretty cute. It is covered in holes now. But again, it's one of those things I'm like, well, there's no point me getting rid of it because I don't think anyone, even if you donate it, no one wants like an old faded t-shirt. People who receive donated clothes still deserve nice stuff, not my several-year-old t-shirt. So I'll keep that one for myself for the memories as well. But it was really cool, and I wish, slight tangent, but I wish I could find the opener for that concert. I'd probably have to Google it. It probably wouldn't take that long. But the members of the band who opened, they were really lovely. It was a long time ago now, but I hope they're still making music. I have this, another Harley Davidson shirt. I like this one. It is just a touch too small for me. And I held on to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be able to lose the weight. How many times have I told myself that? It never works. When was the last time I lost weight? Actually, no. The last time I lost weight was before my current job, which was only in September. So I could, but I'm not holding on to clothes just in case I get skinny again, Okay, another tangent. This is the Lululemon. I don't know why I'm lying like that. It's the easiest way to get in the camera, okay? This is the Lululemon Define jacket, okay? I have 3, basically, knockoff versions. I don't know, I like how they fit. They're quite nice, and I prefer, like, tighter clothes just for, like, the comfort. This is the armpit of one of them. I know, lovely content, but this is my, like, a very expensive Lululemon jacket. It's, like, pilling. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's pilling on both sides. This one is even worse. And I don't think I've worn this one, like, much more than I've worn the others. But it was a much more expensive. Like I said, I love these jackets because I love how they fit. They are quite flattering. And I love exercise gear. I don't know, I just think it makes me feel slightly put together and gives me something to wear that isn't like jeans. So I do have 4 of them. But yeah, the white one, now I don't know if it's because it's white. I don't know if it's because Lululemon cheaped out, whatever. Love them. Falling apart. Okay, I wanted to show this off because I love it so much. It's so cute. It's a green gingham mansion. And it is so cute. And I never wear it because I never dress nice when I go out anymore. I feel like when I lived in Melbourne, I used to dress up really cute for like the most basic of things. And now I'm like, just not. I'm not getting rid of this. I will hold on to it in case I decide to dress nice again. But it's going in my little storage bag right here. I can't tell if you can see that. My glasses are not magnifying that. If you can see it, it's in my storage bag. This is it. That is somehow all of the clothes I managed to remove from my wardrobe. Which feels like not enough, if I'm being honest. I have plenty of clothes that I probably haven't worn for a while and I probably need to get rid of. But I can't, and I won't. So this is the best I can do for now. This was a pretty short video, but sometimes it just helps me. It's like body doubling, but instead of a person, it's my camera. And instead of like talking about anything normal, I just kind of ramble. But I managed to get my wardrobe seen Jesus Christ, sorted and cleaned, and kind of start a little bit fresh for the new year. So, not like I said, I haven't sure decided if I'm going to sell these or donate these, but as long as they're out of the way, that is all that matters for me right now. And hopefully I can see you next week with a slightly more eventful video. Bye bye for now.